Joining us now to talk more about this story is legal analyst Areva Martin and attorney and former prosecutor Mark Haushalter. So the DA's office has not said one way or the other whether they're going to charge the officers. What's the holdup, Mark? Start us out.
This case is going absolutely nowhere.
Okay.
The DA is not going to charge this case. First of all, it's extremely difficult to convict police officers. Last thing Jackie Lacey, our DA, wants to do is move forward with a case and then get a not guilty, okay? 9 out of 10 times, a defense attorney is going to win this case. Number two, she is not going to make her charging decisions based on civil rights groups or protesters. So that time period is a cooling off time period, one. And two, allows her, along with Chief Beck, to analyze the information and determine, are we going to move forward with criminal charges and are we not going to move forward?
But if they take the evidence and they see that there is evidence that there was negligence on the part of the officers and they didn't really do their due diligence in terms of their approach to Ezell Ford and that they should have not approached him in the first place, that led to the death of this man, should she go forward with the case anyway?
Well, I think you're hitting on something, Bobby. The problem with this case is that Jackie Lacey hasn't done anything, and that's what the protesters are saying. They're saying, tell us one way or the other. Be definitive. Make a decision. It's been over 10 months since his death that the investigation was completed. Charlie Beck, as we know, came out and said he believed the shooting was justified. The police commission disagreed with the chief of police and said they believed there were some issues with respect to the tactical things that were done at the site of the shooting. And you raised the question, they had no probable cause to stop Mr. Ford in the first place. And I think the community is saying enough already. It's been 2 years.
So why do you think it's taking so long to get any kind of answer?
No doubt. This is a case that no one's going to be happy. We just saw Mr. Ford's mother. If the decision is made not to charge those police officers, we probably will see this community erupt. We could see protests. We may even see civil unrest happening behind that decision. On the other hand, if there is a decision to move forward with charges against those police officers, you're going to have the police union and the police believing that it was done because of the pressure of the public. So she's in a no-win situation, but guess what? She's elected by the people, and this is the job. It's a tough job, no doubt, but people demand to know something in a case like this.
Mark?
Well, and there's another factor coming into play. The two officers now filed lawsuits. Jackie Lacey has not made a decision charging-wise for 2 years. Now the police file this lawsuit. All of a sudden, Jackie Lacey comes out of nowhere, charges them with murder or whatever appropriate charges she believes is appropriate in this case. All of a sudden, we have a retaliation by the district attorney's office, and the district attorney's office just bought a lawsuit, bought into the lawsuit.
I don't know if I agree with that. These officers are already claiming retaliation. They're already claiming that their job status and their duties.
But that's against LAPD, not the district attorney's office.
But that shouldn't influence the district attorney.
I agree with you. I agree with you
100%. To charge or not charge should be independent of whatever these officers have done. It was their right to file these lawsuits. I don't know if the lawsuits have any merit or not. Those civil cases could take years.
However, I agree with you 100%, but it does play in. It does play into these things.
And the decision to charge should be based on the facts. As a prosecutor, she should be looking at the facts, and we know the facts are in. There's been 10 months since that investigation was completed. So the question the protesters are asking, they're asking the mayor, they're asking the police, they're asking the commission, what's taking so long?
And I think that's what the point that Mark was making is just that they're all in limbo. Even the police officers in limbo. Their cases cannot move forward until maybe there's some definitive.
Absolutely. I think everyone wants to know the answer and wants some closure on this, but it has to be done properly and not at the behest of, activists or by the pressures of LAPD. It goes both ways.
We're going to have to leave it
you're
at
out
that.
2 years. I don't know if that's at the behest of the protesters. I think the protesters have been.
Or LAPD. It doesn't matter.
Well, I think enough time has elapsed, and hopefully we'll get to some closure.
All right. Areva Martin, Mark Haushalter. Thank you, guys. We appreciate it.